Welcome to Sprightly Kid, and today I'm gonna be painting on these Deco Kawaii Squishies again, but this time it's gonna be a little bit different because I'm gonna be using these Sharpie markers to decorate them. So let's go. So before I start decorating, I want to explain why I want to use Sharpies on these. The reason is because I saw the product of these squishies on Amazon, and I read the description of it, and the description said that markers work best for decorating squishies. But at first, when I started doing the first couple episodes of decorating kawaii squishies, I used paint instead of markers. Just because the washable markers, if you touch it, it will get everywhere on your hands. And I wouldn't recommend washable markers because they're washable, but Sharpies, they're not washable and they won't even get everywhere, they won't smudge. So I'm gonna use Sharpies for today. And I'm gonna start painting. Starting with this mailbox squishy. When I got this squishy, at first I thought it was a weird cat, but then it was a mailbox. I didn't really know what to do with it, so I decided to paint it rainbow Sharpie. So I'm first gonna start a little testing. Ooh, it's applying pretty well. So I'm painting this little ear things with a black Sharpie, and I'll show you when that's done. So now that the ear things are coated with the black Sharpie, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start with the actual decoration. So I decided that I wanted kind of a rainbow mailbox. So I'm painting the top of it with a red Sharpie. I'll show you when that's done. So now that the red is done, I'm gonna move on to the pink Sharpie. So now that the pink is done, I'm gonna move on to this metallic gold. And now that the metallic gold Sharpie on the squishy is done, I'm gonna move on to the light green. And I'll show you when the rest of it is done. And now that the light green color on the squishy is done, I'm gonna move on to the darker green Sharpie, and I'll show you when the rest of it is done. And now that the dark green color Sharpie is done, I'm gonna move on to the last color, which is gonna be blue, and I'll show you when it's done. And now that this mailbox squishy is all done, I'm gonna move on to this bun squishy with lines on it, and I am gonna paint the same rainbow colors on this squishy. So now that the red is done, I'm gonna move on to the pink. And I will put on the rest of the colors off camera because it's kind of the same color scheme on this one to this one. So I'll be right back. I'll show you when it's finished. So now that the rainbow design, excuse me, my hiccups. Now that the rainbow design on this squishy, is finished, I'm gonna turn my attention to the mailbox, and I'm gonna apply some fabric Mod Podge on the squishy to protect the rest of it, and I'll show you when the rest of the squishy is covered. So now that this is all done, and I also painted colored the bottom off camera with my Sharpie. I'm also gonna apply the fabric Mod Podge onto this one also. So now that the whole mailbox squishy is painted with the Mod Podge and it's all dry, I'm gonna do the final step, which is adding the keychain strap to it, and there, it's done. So now that this bun is all done, and now that it's and I put Mod Podge all the way around the fabric Mod Podge, I'm gonna attach this keychain strap, which is already on here, and there, it's done. So this is the finished result of these. I really like how I did the Sharpie on, how I put a Sharpie on these instead of using paint. You know, even though that they are quite nice, I still think that they could have been better. I could have put faces on them. There could have been more colors of Sharpies. I could have taken the time to order more colors of Sharpies, but they still look nice. They could be one of my least favorite squishies, but even though they're my least favorite, I still love them, just not as much as everyone else. So here's the squish. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching Sprightly Kid. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to be cute and creative. Bye!